Alexa,
Just bear with me. Videos
about
about
music.
Thanks. Bye.
Playing traditional Chinese music on Amazon Music.
Hi everybody. Hope you're all well. Mindful Moodling will be starting in a few minutes. Well, you know how early I am. Anyway, just bear with me. Videos about to start soon. Thanks. Bye. Hi everybody. Hope you're all well. Mindful Moodling will be starting in a few minutes. Hi everybody, hope you're all well. Mindful Moodling will be starting in a few minutes. Well, you know how early I am. Anyway, just bear with me, video's about to start soon. Thanks, bye. Hi everybody, hope you're all well. Mindful Moodling will be starting in a few minutes. Well, you know how early I am. Anyway, just bear with me, video's about to start soon. Thanks, bye. Hi everybody, hope you're all well. Mindful Moodling will be starting in a few moments. Hello everybody. Boom. I'm on time. Look at that. Wet the bed. I didn't, but anyway, I've got some great news. Hold your horses. I have got a special offer on these. And if they were rubbish, I wouldn't bring them to you. So don't get, we haven't got the code yet, but I'm hoping to get the code. Right, so what have I got today? Oh, I thought I'd show you these. I've got some kitchen roll, pen, Lexa, level 1, and pens. They are different then. Have a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Now, before you all say, what are you doing? I've based all my, oh, for crying out loud. I've based all my work. Well, not all of it, some of it. Is that all I've got? I have more than that. Blooming heck. Based all my work, or most of my work, on a wonderful lady called Clarice Cliff. So it's very stylized this time. And yeah, it's very nice. Now, there's a lot of reasoning behind these. And the reasoning is times are really tough. And people haven't got the money. And I was saying to people the other day, it's incredibly difficult, right? You need to make sure that you're coming up with the right products, not too big. So the things I've been looking at is here's my pointers, right? What can you use with other things? What actually enhances what I've already got? What floats my boat? How much is it? So these reasons are really important, right? Really, really important for me. So that I can do all that, I have to really think about my production and what I produce. having that in mind. So I'm going to say a quick hello to Pam, Facebook user, and Pam. If you're going to go on StreamYard, it's live on StreamYard on my Facebook group page and in Junk Journals, and live on YouTube 01. And yeah, it's live on all of them. If you're on StreamYard, you need to give a big hello. No, you don't at all. You don't have to say hello to him. You have to, if you're on, you have to say, yes, you can do it. If you'd like to, you could always subscribe to YouTube 01. You'll see the ugly face on it. This is where we're being broadcast at the moment. Junk Journals. We call it Jammers for short. And if you want to come and see me on my website, how easy is that? LouWithers.com. I've got to thank Pearl May for this because she was worth weight in gold. So come on in and let's create. Okay, so I'm going to take these off because I know it's annoying. We've got a huge discount on the pens coming, hopefully 50%, up to 50%. That's daft, isn't it? Oh God, good for us, but don't tell anyone. Now, I know I've got a few viewers here, and I know I've got some on my Facebook page, so bear with me while I try and flick about with this and hopefully get a little mugshot of who's on Facebook, because I don't know. I really don't know. So, we've done it! Yes! Yes! We've got it! Oh, can't wait. Wait. Oh, we've got it. Right. Bear with me. I might do a little impromptu. We've got them for half price. Wait till you see them. And I'm going to say bye. Half price. FL 50. Half price. Highlight crafts. Half price. Oh my, no, seriously. Shut that door. Half price. Seriously, all of them 50% off. That works out at a tenner. No way. Oh, right. Let me put something on. Create a banner. I don't know how to do it. Create a banner. Come on, bear with me. Right. FL 50. Oh. Highlight crafts. That's a code. FL50 code. You get 50% off. No way. No. I thought when they said 50%, I was like, whatever. Yeah, okay. Up to. And Diane's just got back to me and said that. Whoa! You could hit me with a wet fish on a Sunday morning. Look at that. Now that's serious. Wait till I show you. them. It's ridiculous. And even if you're not a doodle moodle, don't matter. These are for colouring in, they're for watercolours. Wait till you get in. FL50 for half price. That is mad. Oh, that's mad. Anyway, I'm just looking to see. FL50. I can't believe that. That's ridiculous. In a good way. Right. So the code is oh my goodness me. I'm just writing it in so you've got it flicking around at the bottom. Oh, I'm getting giddy. Look, stop. Calm. Right, I put it because right, that's ridiculous. I can't believe that. Right. Oh my goodness me. Right, okay. Right, stop, calm down and stop. Right, okay, I'll talk about the pens in a minute and what I'm going to do with them. But I'm going to be using them a lot now because at that price, that's madness. Anyway, in my new selection is this, which is my journaling lines, my landscape lines, my tree lines, everything. I can even see a naked lady there. You can see her, the naked lady. Woohoo! And this is one part of it. I needed this to be really useful, really useful. Anyway, quick dive into the book, okay? I've not got that many people on today, but we don't because it's in the middle of the week. Oh, some drawings. Let's see. What's the paper? It's pink pig, this pink frog. No, pink ink. No, pink pig. They're all pink. So some colours, messing. I have a lot of playing with colours. That's why I'm so impressed with these pens. These aren't the pens, I must say that. These are watercolours. But these give me ideas about how colours react. It's really important that you do that and you have a play. So these are our build-up with colours. And I look at how interaction with play and colour and depth. Then this is one of the things I did for my rice paper collection. Not used this one, but it's beautiful with the little lobs on it. Then I did that one. You see gold on it and silver. Then I did that one. Then I did the two that were some. And these are on watercolour. So, yeah. There we go. How wonderful. So, yeah, these are the colours. So you can see, it's quite nice to see, isn't it, how I've gone from these colours, then added them to these. Yeah, and then added the darks and lights with them, and then you've got these interactions with colours, and we create these colours as well, which is superb. So, yeah, I wanted to show you that because I find it really interesting. Just to remind you, people flicking across the bottom, I'm sorry, but it's half price on these pens at I Like Crafts. Can't believe that they've let me do that. Oh my goodness me, that's so cool. FL50, I Like Crafts. Right, let me explain about these pens. I was like, well, let's have a look at these pens. When you get given stuff or you buy stuff or anything and you reviewing it, you need to be honest. You need to be upfront. So I'm like, okay, 20 quid. That's still a really good price for these. I like them. What's so different about them? So I opened them up. First, let's have a look. Flexi liners. Ah, these remind me of my old writing pens. So they've got a nylon tip. I have to take it down because I've set my camera for that. And it's a flexible nib and it's fine. And I'm in love already because I can use the side of it, the nib of it, and I've got like a point. I think I've got something that ranges from a 0.2 to a 0.8 all in one pen. 0.2 to 0.8 all in one pen. So the colours, you get every colour you could actually look for, and the best line. Look at these because these are the darkest colours of all of them. So you've got a Payne's grey, you've got a black. The Payne's grey is not like the black. Let me see. So you've got a warm grey, light grey, Payne's grey. You've got an umber. You've got a purple indigo, black, aubergine, and I can never remember that name, maroon. Next line is the mid-tones. Oh, come on. The mid-tones. So we've got, well, more cold colour, sorry. So we've got the blues and greens. Now, you've got all the tones in between. Look at that. That's ridiculous, that price. So we've got a medium brown there, dark brown, and then we get our light colours, and they are light and they're beautiful. So we've got a huge range of pinks, and the pinks sort of range from your dark pinks, your light pinks, your warm pinks, and your cool pinks, and they all work together. Look at those. 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 colours of orange. The red is a proper red. It's not like a monkey red. So 50% off. Right, let me explain what I'm going to do. Oh, I've got some more in there. Show you these. So these, oh yeah, I forgot about these. These are some that we did together. Compartmentalize. I love it when I do stuff like this because you get to see what I do and all monkey bits. Oh, where did they come from? Oh, it just shows you that I must have thought of the idea before. So anyway, oh, look at that. I've got a pattern. I've got just a plain page. And I've got this new stencil that's coming out soon. And I'm just going to isolate a small area. I'm not doing it all because I'll be here all day. But I just wanted to show you how this is going to be continued. To be continued. Right. Oh, it's all glued up there. Now, do I want to do that or do I not want to do that? No, I'll keep it square because I want to use mine. So I'm just squaring this page off. Doesn't matter if it's not perfect. When have I ever said that? 50% off these pens, guys. I'd go and get them. I'd go and get them. I'm hoping that they'll keep the thing on for me. They're being very good with me at the moment. They're giving me codes because they're allowing me an affiliation. But yeah, because they like the lives that we do together. They love it. So here I'm going to go with the pen, okay? And I'm just going to pick up the lines. Now, what I should have done was probably do it this size, but it really don't matter. So I'm going to start with the black line. Okay, now this pen's running out, so bear with me. Now, when you're joining them, you can join them. You sort of feel the flow. Do you know what I mean? You sort of feel the flow. So I'm going to put this one in here. This is just so helpful for journaling, for planners, because I can create my own. I can create my own planners, pages, my own sort of everything. It doesn't matter. There we go. Okay, so you don't need to have all this, but this is part of the new collection. I just wanted to show you because it just makes life easier. Like some of the lines that I do are a little bit like, what's the word? Black and white, black and white. So if I just show you in black, I should have picked up this is a 0.8 that's been flattened. When flattened, I mean, I've been drawing with it upright. So it becomes like it's got a flat bottom. A bit like me. So you see, so we've got these lines and we've got your dots, which is so important. It's so useful, this. You've got everything you need in it. It's coming out not while October though. It's been planned for a while. So we've got these right, and I quite like them. But now I'm going to interact with some colours and see how we get on. So for this, I've just got my little movable. It's a 0.6. It's quite a nice one. I love this. I absolutely love this. Now, I love the fact that that stays in my handbag like that. And I can make it into a big one. The point is beautiful to say that. 6. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look for I'm going to try different ways with the pens, okay? So I'm going to go in with some pattern. Now, I started with black down there because it don't really matter. I started with black down there because it's, wrong colour. It's like nearest, so it's darkest. So I'm just going to start with, let's go with the yellow. Now, the pen itself, Oh my word. I absolutely love it. It's got a beautiful fine tip that you can blend down with. I can't wait to show you. Right, so we've got this. It doesn't need to be really super duper neat. It really doesn't, because we're going to go into some little bit of blending. So there's that one. It sort of continues down here. Right, so we've got that line. I'm going to go drop to me next one. I'm going to create another line near it. Now look how fine the pens are. We'll do a little colour chart for you. Now my suggestion is with this stencil, because it could be move a lot, is don't worry, and I would use a, you know, one of the, what's it called, like sprays on the back that you can use. I'd use one of them. So I've got my line like that. Looks a bit shoddy, I know. And then I'm going to go with the darker orange, okay? Can't wait to show you how easy this is to do. And this is for people might find it a little bit hard to blend. You wait till you see. You could add the gel mediums to do these, watercolours to do this. It delivers really good ink. It's got such a fine, super duper. And when you start using it with away. So I'm just going to put this underneath. Just underneath it, look. Now, if you haven't got the, what you call it, just scribble. Underneath. So you got 3 scribbly lines that look absolutely rubbish. And then underneath that, get your red. Ready? So we've got the red just underneath that. Now, those people who find it really difficult, these pens are perfect for very fine, very detailed stuff. I would not put them in water, don't. That's not something I like to do with pens. Apart from some that you can do with Ecoline pens and stuff. So, hi, Jenny. I can only see 2. Woohoo! Right, so clean. Got a terrible habit of making sure that my pen, I'm not making sure, sorry. Put your nibs back, your lid back on, because in this weather they need to be. And I'm going to start on the yellow. Look at that. Look. Well, if this doesn't interest you, I don't think anything will. So I'm blending the yellow out first using the brush. And I'm using the pink pig frog. Pink ink. No, pink pig. So I'm blending the yellow out, and you can see there's quite a lot down here. So let me get the so I'm blending the yellow out, and those scratchy lines have disappeared. They really have. So now I'm going to blend the others in. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So I'm going to go orange into the yellow. Oh, look. Look at that. I purposely think, well, I did it on purpose to show you that even though that's further away, you still get that nice blend. Like that, yeah? Or when it's tight together, you don't wiggle your brush as much. So I'm just going to put a little bit of water on the edge, like that, and then lightly blend them across. Now look at that. You've already got now a watercolour effect with those pens, haven't you? But I want to do more with them. I want to do more. So you get a plastic. You can even use this actually. Use this. Show you. So here, that looks like, what's she doing? Put that on there. A little bit of water. You see I've picked up a little bit of yellow. Woohoo! Look at that. I love a bargain. There's nothing better in the world than a bargain. But it's all right getting a bargain, but if it's iffy, it's rubbish. What's the point? This isn't. Look at that. So if you're really uncomfortable blending and you want to create blends, don't forget, this is watercolour paper, don't forget. Don't forget I can use it, make sure that you're not, at first you've got to be careful with pens because if you don't know how they relate to water, you must be careful with them till you've really got to know them. So here I'm going to pick up a little bit of the red and I'm just going to go in and darken this here. Blend that out. So it gives me more control where I'm able to do it. I don't have to rely on thinking, oh, what happens if it goes into that too much? Because I'm controlling it now. Also, you can mix it with glue and get a glaze, which I love doing. Okay, so that's now, you see the colours are quite bright, aren't they? Really nice. It is easy, Pam. Honestly, it's so easy. You always start with a light, though. Always start with a light and bring it down. So, oh my goodness me, look at that. I love it, I love it, I love it. Now I'm going to try just not on the wet. I'm going in with the aubergine colour and I'm going to try a little bit. Now, you won't see it much. Can you see it? Okay. Put your lid on. Oh, yes. I'm happy. I'm happy. Look at the depth in that now. Right, let's have a quick look at. Let's have a look, okay? Look at the colours. I'll do it here because it's a bit wet, drier. So let's see. The colour, the nib is really fine. So it's really fine. So I can do it as fine as that. But then I can really go thick. But I've got the choice. I really do have the choice. Oh, with one pen. And it's not massive. It's about a 2 or a 1 even to an 8, which is a massive jump. So the pens that we're looking at is maybe an 01 all the way to an 08. Now that's a huge jump, So I love them. I love them. Now I'm going to do a trick, and if I get told off, I get told off, but I'm going to try it live on air. Doesn't always work. Oh, it has. It has, look. You see it? Right, so light to dark, nib to nib. Give it a minute. And it's weird how the light goes on the dark. So let's start. Loving it. Oh, I'm loving it. I'd have to practice with it, but yeah. Oh, you've got that orange to it. It's really hard to see, but you can just clean it off then if you don't want. But yeah, look, I can go as fine as I want. I absolutely, for a tenner, 50% off. 50% off. It's not often I go nutty like this on something, but here, I think it's well worth it. Right. So let's have a look at how we can deal with shapes. So we've got some shapes here that are really allow you to see pattern. Now I'm going to leave that to dry because you can see I've smudged it a little bit. No, I'm not. Just going to put that colour back in now because it's more or less dry. So I'm just going to go in with my dark colour. Like that, and then I'm going to go back in with the next colour just to give that a little bit more of a see, and it's give it much more depth now, much more depth, and you see, so I'm really liking that. I'm going to go in with another colour next to it now then. So which colour do I like? I like this one, so I'm going to start I want to do colours today. I want to just do colours ready for I want to do colours ready for doodling on. So I'm going to change colour as I go. Oh, look at that blend. Gone all the way from dark to light, maybe even darker. So let's get rid of them on the lids. It's funny how you stick to colours, isn't it? I think one of the reasons we stick to these colours is the fact that these are bright on the telly, aren't they? And you sort of get. So I'm just doing some lines there. I'm just going to add moodles and doodles. I'm just showing you how to add depth with colour. So you do your colour, then you drop down, but you put a few of the colours sort of spaced out, so that when you put this in, the colours sort of start to blend up a bit more easily. And it's a bit like that with your pens. These are perfect for journaling. Oh, but the writing on them is really cool. It doesn't splat and splodge. It's got a really nice flow. And you're really in control with them. A lot of the pens I find that I'm trying to control them and they don't want to be controlled, and I end up like fighting with them, which isn't a good thing when you just want to draw. The last thing you want to do is fight with your products. So, and I'm finding that everything that I get now is like big solid lines now with pens, and I don't want solid lines. I want to be able to create like moodles with little lines, not massive lines. So to find a nibbed pen like this, you see the blend, it's really subtle. It's lovely, I love it. But if I wanted to create like three-dimensional objects using pointillism, which you know I love, I've got the choice with this nib because it can go really fine. Oh, look, I'm loving this already. I'm loving this. Oh, I'm not affiliated with this at the moment, so I don't want you to think I'm just doing this because I'm getting money or not. Not that I know of. I just got them to review. Oh, I love that. Look at that blend. How cool is that? They are watercolor pens, but they're not. They're a flexi liner. So they're like fine liners, but they're a flexi liners, so that you've got the option. Now, normally you have got a coloured pen that you watercolor with. You're not able to do this because it's too heavy to point. So I can make fine lines around. Look, fine lines on top. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. So we need to bring this together now, because at the moment it's just, we need some sort of rhyme and reason on it, don't we? So let's look at, oh, I know what I could do. Let's go for some teals. I was thinking, when I drew the black lines, let's see what I could bring some background, because I am going to use this in my work. So I've got a black line, so I'm just going to put normally when I say to you, oh, you can't use that because it's too heavy, the pen. You need well, I think I found the answer to it. Just arrange your colours. Just brilliant. And if you're stuck with, you see, if you use some fibre tips, that they break the surface, and I think that should have been other way around, but who cares? And they create lines, so when you do watercolours, you can't get rid of the lines, which is a bit annoying. So I'm just going to go to the darker colour first, and I'm just, oh wow, look at this. Should have done this first. Right, this is the indigo. So this is the indigo pen with the black pen over, and I'm just going to see what I get here. Look, how fine that is. Right, okay. So be careful with this, because the light colours are obliterated by the dark. So get the light colours going first, and then blend in with the others. Oh, some nice colours there, isn't there? Now, if I wanted to use some glue to make a transparency, I'd get some medium and I'd blend that into the medium so that I've got like a permanent layer. You can mix it with gesso to get a permanent gesso layer as well. I wish they had. I'm going to try the Payne's Grey and show it you, because I think people will be like, "Nah, I don't believe you." That's grey and black. Yeah, I get you. I do listen to you. So there's the other one gone. I'm forever doing this. I get excited and all the pens go all over. So yeah, we've got. Oh, it's on the floor over there. I'm not getting it. Can't be bothered. So These colours allow you to get lots of depth in your work. Look at that. You hardly need any water as well. So it looks fantastic going like that. Right, okay, we need to get serious with this because I'm just messing now. It's just that I couldn't believe that price, and I was like, what? Really? I need to show how they work then, don't I? There's no point in me showing you how, you know. Right, I'm going to go with some colour here. Don't press on hard. You don't need a lot of effort. Don't forget, we could put a blend in with that there. So that looks really scruffy, really scruffy. So I'm going to go in with a yellow. Get the colour work first with some water because that's the lightest it's going to be. As I say, it gets obliterated. So yeah, choose your, you know. Oh, look at that. Right, so then when you get to your darkest, remember that these colours really pop. So be warned that if you want a subtle blend, then you'd start with your lights first, not with your darks. Can you see? I'm really pleased with the amount of marking that's left. There's none. Well, there is. Tiny, tiny, tiny bit that really doesn't, it don't like warrant mentioning, really. So that I'm going to be blending on this, don't worry, working on this, don't worry. And I can go into the blue now and create more colours because it's still workable. Look at that. If I want to, let's see what it looks like. Oh, look. You've got a beautiful texture. Wow. Wow. So I'm looking at an area here. Let's see if I've got another page. Oh, I can go around these drawings. This is a drawing I made for one of my papers. And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, yeah, it'd be really nice if I just did a drawing. So I've got a drawing here. I'm going to outline it in the purple. Looks really rubbish like that, that's it. But I'm going to go with the pinks and see what you can do with pinks and purples. So here I'm just outlining what I've already drawn, but you could do whatever you feel. Okay, so I've outlined that with the purple and the lilac there. I'm loving it. The pen's allowing it to get the warm and the cool because I've got a warm and a cool purple here. So the outline is a warm and the background is a beautiful sort of cool blue, purple. Bear in mind though, your paper will make a difference. I like that. So I'm just going to put in a little bit at the bottom. I'm trying to avoid the water because I'm not too, although I've used them a bit, I'm not too sure how long it'll take to kill them if I add water. And I mean that sincerely because they do die. A lot of them do die when you use water. They sort of completely dry up the nib within seconds. And I mean, good pens, bad pens, cheap pens, dear pens, they really do. So be careful. She looks very frail. The news flash about the Queen. Yeah, she looks very frail. Perhaps she's been hiding stuff from us. So I'm letting the colours blend, and I'm really loving the fact that so let them blend out. I'm getting a little bit of orange here, I think. Are you telling me that Pam, are you telling me that she's died? Amanda. Amanda's just messaged me and told me. Well, told me. Okay, no problem. So here I've put some colours on. I'm going to doodle with them. I'm going to go over on this one and doodle this one. I'm using a black pen. I'm building up the colour. It's really difficult to keep coming up with like ideas and stuff without concentrating sometimes on products, because it's really important that I can't keep coming up with new stuff, and like you can't keep buying new stuff. You've got to sort of think, right, well, what have I got? Let's work with what I've got. So here, this is what I'm doing. I'm using an old design, and I'm going to use the colours from these, and I'm going to use, oh, look at that. That blends beautifully. You can't even see it seam because they're so fine. Oh, look. Show you in a second. I'm going to use a very light, oh, yeah, that one. Cool one. Look at that blend. So try another one. Dark. Lots of lines. Like that. I am so impressed with these. There's another darker purple there as well, which is a warmer one. I'm going to go and see if I can get a different tone. Oh, look at that. If you're interested in shading and creating your own colours and your own ideas, even more. These pens give you so much control, but in a fine way. I've not found, seriously, a range of pens that can give me this much control. Now, I know there's some other pens that do it, but they're not a tenner. Oh, it's out of focus, look, sorry. It's not set up for that. It's not set up, seriously, it's not set up to be that near. It's set up to be here. So let me try something else. Let me see if I can draw a flower. Right, okay. Let's go for it. So right, that looks atrocious, but by the time you start to put some shading on it. Oh, I know what the one I wanted to do, silly woman. Do it this way, it makes it look better. So if we go, it's because I'm not drawing with a pencil, it's quite scary going straight. That's better. So this is like a thistle. So I've used a very light colour there. I need to bring it down a little bit, so I'm going to look for the next one, and I'm just going to put in some finer lines, give it a bit of depth. I've got so much choice, it's unbelievable. So we've got the concentrated colour here, all using the pen. Use some here. Like that. I'm going to go back in with the other colours now, just see what we've got. Right, so leave the middle bit. I'm just putting the very lightest one there to create the highlight. Can you see? Like that. And then I'm going to go. I do realise that a lot of people will be looking at the news now. I'm going to put some darker tones in now, just with the dots, and it'll start to come alive. Something that this is really hard to do if you're shading and you're not too sure about what you're doing. This tends to be quite frightening, trying to get this tonal exchange from dark to light, or colour exchange from dark to light. It scares people, and yeah, I can understand that. I can understand where do you put it? Well, if you're doing dots, you can build it up very, very slowly. If you're doing shading with a wash of colour, then that's really quite a difficult thing to do because you've got a lot of variables there. Takes a bit of time, but using dots, you're more in control, especially if you've got pens that do fine ones. Because I'll be honest with you, I've got great pens, but not all of them can do fine ones. And I can write with them, which is even better because I like writing, as you know. So I'm adding the two colours together and like dark to light, and as I'm doing that, I'm moving it out, spacing it. So you sort of dark, heavy to light. And then anything in between. Get me? So just bringing this round in. Going back to my light colour now. So I'm putting the highlight in, but quite lightly. Building up the colour, can you see? I will put them through paces, don't you worry. So here I'm just putting dots in the lightest light colour because I still want it to be light, but what I don't want it to be is bright white, like a stripe of white, because that's not what it looked like. So I don't want it. Whilst I'm not trying to make it look perfect, I do want it to look resemblance. I don't want it to look cartoony. That's what I meant. So and I'm going to go get the grey and I'm going to get the blue and I'm going to go with brown as well. So I'm going to get the black. Now the black would only be, or Payne's grey would only be at the very, very edge. So there you go. Can you just see it's like gone a bit skew with now, but you can just add more. But you wouldn't go too far up. But there again, you do need to sort of. I'm sure they just stood there with a bloody saw. Excuse my language. So sorry. With a saw in their hand every time. Right. So I'm just going to go right in the middle. Not actually doing anything or sawing anything, just holding it like, up in the air just to wind me up. There, I'm really loving that. So we would just add in some more and then more dots. And it starts to look nice. So we've got that nice sort of look now. I want to darken some areas. So I'm going to go the grey and the green. I'm going to darken the green. And the purple will always be in there. So I'll go with the aubergine and that maybe the dark Payne's grey. So I'm going to use this now. I can't remember how these leaves actually go. So probably go with the lightest one. And I'm just going to go totally not what a thistle looks like. But I could probably add one in there 3D as well. So I'm just going to show you how it looks with adding some of the colours. So I'm going to do dark here. Believe it or not, I'm using dark purple. And the reason I'm doing that is to darken the green. And why would you do that? Well, it just helps. So I'll put that on there. Go with the darkest green. And now it doesn't look purple anymore because there's more green on it. You see? So I'm going to go in with a light. So when you've got your moodles and you're doing your diagrams and you're doing you're doing your patterns and pictures, you don't have to fill them all in with bright colours. You can fill them in with colour, but you can concentrate on maybe adding dots in one area, circles, like Punchinella style. It's just, the world's your oyster. So I'm adding a little bit of yellow now to give it a little bit of a pop of colour just over here. And I'm going to add the other colours in. So I'm going to go back with a little bit of the grey to warm it up. I'm loving this. So there we go. There's one. Let's try it with lines. So I would say that this grey is like a pencil line. So you've got a lot of, set some hatching on this one to see how we go. Yeah, so I quite like the hatching. Let's go back in with some. I want the dark purple. Bringing in some lines. I would use the black there actually. Let's have a look with it. Nice. I think it needs obviously a lot of work. There's no way that that's going to work like that, but you can see how well these work anyway. I think these are the £10 price point. So I'm just going to add in a bit of a shadow. So got a bit of a shadow there, but I don't think it's strong enough. So I'm going to go in with my paintbrush, and I'll just go to quickly, lightly bring that out to create a shadow. You can add more if you wish. Yeah, I think I might need a bit more. I've been very tentative. In fact, add water to my brush would be helpful, wouldn't it? I'd be tentative. Tend to be tentative with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of the black, a little bit of the green, a little bit of the purple, and mix them together. That should give me a really nice shadow. It's all the colours that are already in it. There you go. Ooh. Really pretty colours. And really, I am so impressed with these. The fact that I've been able to do all this, colour work on here, just using pens, really surprised me. So, yeah, I'm really impressed with these. I'm going to be using these a lot. So, this was a really sort of weird one because it was just about colours and pens. But the reason is I've done that is because most of you have probably got UFOs, haven't you? And I think by showing you how to use these pens, you've got a clear idea how you can go back and finish them. You can create all your patterns with these. So just to explain that Highlight Crafts have given me a chance to try these pens, which is really good. But they knew I was going to tell the truth. So I've just said, I'm not putting them back in the right way, sorry. But I will do in a bit. Because they look dead nice and that. Oh, there's the bit that I wanted. But you get all these colours. How many did you get? 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't. How many did you get? 24. 24 colours. And at the moment, I think they're 20 quid. And they were 20 quid. But they're half price. So whatever the price is, they're half that price. I think it's from 20 to 10-ish. That's why I've put ish because I can't remember. But I'm loving it. It's dry now. Will it reactivate? Ooh, look at that. It reactivates. Nice. So I'm going to be back on Sunday with putting the pens in the paces and maybe using them to create some of this with some gold work, I think. But yeah, just to show you that I can't wait for my new designs. Just a little Clarice Cliff highlight, noodle doodle lines. Say no more. And I use the new stencil that I've got coming up, which is journaling lines, writing lines, borders, you name it, it does it. So I've really enjoyed it. It's been a bit of how to using colour. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you have. Here's me saying, oh yeah, I really enjoyed it. And if you'd like to, I have got a Patreon. Becoming a Patreon allows me to continue all this free. It allows me to keep going, and the support is really appreciated. And if you want to find out how to do that, if you go to louwithers.com, there's a little clicky button thing, and it allows you. And it works out if you Patreon. I've got amazing Patreons. Thank you to all of you. £5 a month will be $125 a week, and yeah, it allows me to keep doing this. And it's really important because it helps everybody. Those people who can afford it help those people who can't, and those people who can't, if they show their work, they help inspire people, everybody. So we all win, win, win. So I want to say thank you so much for your time and effort, and I've really enjoyed using these. Don't forget, Flash 50% off for Highlight Crafts. If you go to them, 50% off the price, which is a mad price. And we will hopefully I will see you soon on Sunday. I'll let you all know. I'll knock on for you. How's that? I'll knock on and let you know. So huge thank you from me. And I might even see you with Rachel in betweens. But tonight, we've got Gina Barrett. Can't wait. Can't wait. I love Gina. We had Karen last night as well. We've got someone every night this week, but we've got the lovely Gina Barrett tonight. Can't wait for that because she inspires me. And I'm going to go and do a bit of gimp work now on a bit of couching. No, couching and gimp work. And it's another word for it is couching threads and French wire. I said French wire. That's gimp. So I'm not being rude. I just like the word. So I'm going to say bye-bye from me. See you soon. Don't forget the pens. Bye.